By now, we're used to hearing about internet scams and stolen credit, bank, and identity information. And just like other thieves, cyber criminals take advantage of shoppers during the holidays. My guest, Lance Larson, with the Management Information Systems Department and Homeland Security Program at San Diego State University, joins us with how you can protect yourself these holidays. And welcome to Evening Edition, Lance.
Thank you, Peggy.
Now, what are some of the key phishing scams that are out there right now, either on the internet or through texting?
So I think it's important to talk about what phishing is. So some of consumers and your watchers, they might get an email from a bank that they've never done business with, or they might get an email from the California DMV or the IRS, but it's not a real email. And what it's trying to get you to do is click on a link so that you can actually go to a website and be tricked into putting in your personal information where hackers can use it to be able to take out credit in your name. And so we're seeing a lot of the same types of phishing we've seen in the past, where it's just trying to get you to click on a link and in any form that it tries to do it.
So if you get something like that, and I'm thinking particularly on text, because sometimes you don't remember who's texting you, what do you do?
So I think it's always important to be a little bit hesitant and not be all trusting. And so what I tell my students in the classroom in college is I tell them, think 3 times and click just once.
So really try to figure out if you know where this text is coming from before, or this email is coming from. Are there additional risk for shopping or using iPads or apps online? I mean, on your smartphone?
So I think it's important with our mobile devices to know what apps we're downloading. And sometimes when we download an app, that screen that comes up and tells you what permissions the app has on your phone, some of us just bypass it. And I think it's really important to read and understand what you're giving the app permission to do on your phone or your other mobile device. And so I think it's really necessary for consumers to be able to understand what they download before they even visit websites.
And Cyber Monday is coming up, the Monday after Thanksgiving. It's one of the biggest online shopping days of the year. How can you tell if you're going to a website maybe you wouldn't go to normally because you wouldn't buy these gifts for yourself? How can you tell if that website is legitimate?
So I think the first thing you can do is before you click that link, you can hover over with your mouse and usually see where that link's going to end up. And if you're hesitant, or if you have that feeling deep down inside that tells you that there might be something wrong, don't go shopping there. There are plenty of other merchants to be able to go and buy something from. Even in the real world, some people don't necessarily trust online shopping. And if you don't trust online shopping, it's okay. We have malls and other physical locations that might give us a better sense of security.
Now, when it comes for paying for something, a lot of ATM cards or debit cards are also MasterCards. Are those safe to use? Or I shouldn't just say MasterCards, they're credit cards linked to your ATM or your debit card. Are those safe to use, or is it better to use a straight credit card?
So I think it's important for your viewers to know the difference between a credit card and a debit card. A credit card is a little bit easier if there's any fraud that occurs to be able to get that right off your statement. But with a debit card, sometimes the debit card is linked to a savings account or a checking account, and it may take your bank months or at least weeks to be able to get your money back in your account. And for those of us that are doing our online shopping, can you imagine not having that money there to be able to buy the gifts that we need to?
Let's talk about these bargain shoppers. Let's say somebody wants to go to Craigslist, just for example, and buy some discount tickets. What's the danger there?
So again, it comes back to trust and understanding who you're getting and buying an item like a ticket or a venue, getting into a venue from Craigslist. Really understanding who you're buying from. And if you don't know that person, be very, very hesitant. And I've even heard scams where they fake a driver's license and they create tickets themselves, and so it looks legitimate, but people try to enter that concert or that music hall, and they get denied entry because it's a fraudulent ticket.
And just to recap, the top 3 ways you would want to protect your money and your personal information during this holiday season.
So I think first it's to be a little bit hesitant and not always trust everyone or everything. Think twice, click once, and also put yourself in the shoes of someone who is coming up and asking you personal questions, what they might be trying to get out of you. If they're knocking at your door, they're sending you a piece of mail, they're giving you a call, do you really need to give them the personal information? They might already have it or should have it, and that should be a red flag to all of us.
All right, I want to let folks know that we have a lot more anti-scam tips on our website, and we also have these different ways that you can protect yourself at kpbs.org. Lance Larson, thanks so much.
Thank you, Peggy. Thanks for having us.